Hello everyone and welcome back to the Skillinka series of Quick Start Guide for the Asset Administration Shell. We are now starting with the second part of the series that is nothing but the data consumer's perspective. If you recall from our previous or the first video of the screencast series, that is nothing but the introduction video, we introduced a generic example with the data provider's perspective and the data consumer's perspective. That is nothing but on one hand side, we have a data provider which provides the data related to its asset in the form of asset administration shell and submodels. And on the other hand, we have a consumer which wants to consume this data related to this asset via standard APIs or operations. Now, in this part of the screencast series, we are going to focus on this consumer and how to retrieve this asset related data via these standard operations. As I mentioned before, to retrieve this asset related information, we are going to take help from the IDTA published specifications for APIs. So if you are interested in having details about these specifications, do visit our website of IDTA. Under this website, we have this Content Hub tab, which consists of this A specifications, which list all this currently published specifications, which consist of again part 2, that is application programming interfaces. And in this specification, you will find all the detailed description about all the APIs and all the operations so far. However, in the current part 2 or in the current screencast series, we will be focusing on the few operations uh, with respect to an example that is nothing but a car that we introduced in the data provider series. So for this screencast series, we will be looking into a discovery interface, the registry interface, and this repository interfaces. Now that we have come across these terminologies like discovery, registry, or repositories, let's see what exactly are these terminologies. So let's start with the discovery interface. So the discovery interface is nothing but, or it helps us in having a fast search based on the identifiers. For instance, if I provide asset ID, then I can retrieve corresponding shell ID or asset administration shell ID. So it is nothing but a key value pair for identifiers. Now the next we have the registry interface. For example, we have the AAS registry or we have submodel registry. So the registries are nothing but the directories where the endpoints of asset administration shell or submodels are stored. For example, if it is AAS registry, then the shell endpoint is stored. If it is the submodel registry, then the submodel endpoint is stored. That's it. And in the next, we have AAS interface or submodel interface, or in other words, we have repositories such as AAS repository or submodel repository. So the repositories are used to store the data from asset administration shell or submodels. And going ahead, we have concept descriptions or concept description repository where the concept descriptions are stored, and so on. So in the next video, we are going to basically focus on the three calls, that is nothing but the discovery interface, the AAS registry, and the AAS repository. So if you are interested in these three calls or these three operations, then stay tuned to the next video. Thank you.